This is AFRICUNIA television news updates reaching from our studio here in Lagos, Nigeria, the nation's commercial capital. I am Deborah Ezeh. A news update today, our first stop is Egypt. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi hosted Ismail Omar Guelleh, Djibouti's president, on Monday, February 7th. The heads of states discussed the Ethiopian Renaissance Dam project, which is under construction on the Nile River. It was part of Egypt's efforts to build more African alliances amid an ongoing water dispute with Ethiopia. At a joint press conference, the Egyptian leader reiterated his government's demand of achieving a legally binding agreement on the filling and operating the dam, according to the rules of international law and Security Council decisions. And in Tunisia, Tunisian judges have given a hint to oppose the closure of their offices. Head of Tunisia's main legal body says they have been locked out of their offices a day after President Kais Saied announced a dissolution of the body. The action implemented by the Tunisian police on Monday has been condemned and described by President's Supreme Judicial Council, Youssef Boussaka, as illegal. And now in Nigeria, 7 crew members on board an oil vessel that exploded in the Niger Delta region last Wednesday are still missing after 3 were found. Ikemefuna Okorafor, the executive officer of Sheba Exploration and Production Company Limited, added that 1 dead body was discovered in the vicinity, but it was not immediately clear if it was of a crew member. Efforts to locate the remaining crew members, clean up and limit damage to the environment, and establish the cause of the explosion is still ongoing. Following the incident, the Nigerian government has announced that it is considering the possibility of a merger with the United States to create a new company to take over the management of the oil tanker. And still on the Nigerian scene, residents of the nation's commercial capital, Lagos, began the new week yesterday with some level of anxiety and confusion as fuel scarcity appeared in some parts of the state. Many had attributed this to increased demand for fuel due to the power outage following a fire incident that led to the shutdown of Nigeria's largest power plant, Eguavon, from the national grid last week. However, the long queues persisted yesterday morning despite improved power supply. Meanwhile, it was gathered last week that petrol sufficiency days and stock figures are receding. While NNPC used to boast of 30 to 40 days stock sufficiency and about 2 billion meters, the record dipped to 24.02 days sufficiency and about 1,345,338 liters stock of petrol. Still on the African scene, in Malawi, Malawi's main power station stopped operating after the Chikwawa Dam was damaged by the heavy rains following the landfall of tropical storms Anna on the 24th of January. The country is expected to go through 6 months of power cuts, according to the National Electricity Company, NERTO. More than 90 people were killed in the storm across southern Africa. And now on to the foreign scene. North Korea's parliament pledged to develop the economy and improve people's livelihood in the face of persevering struggle against international sanctions and coronavirus pandemic. The Supreme People's Assembly, the reclusion state rubber stamp parliament, gathered on February 6th to 7th to discuss the budget and adopt laws on childcare and the protection of overseas residents. The gathering came as North Korea faces mounting economic woes amid sanctions over its weapons programs and COVID-19 lockdowns, which sharply cut trade with China, its major ally and economic lifeline. And in the United States, U.S. President Joe Biden said on Monday that the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline will be halted in Russia if Russia invades Ukraine, and stressed unity with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz as the West rallies to avert a war in Europe. Biden said he had no doubt about Germany's reliability as a partner and said Scholz had the United States' complete trust. Still on the foreign scene, police in Canada's capital said on Monday that they had seized thousands of liters of fuel and removed an oil tanker as part of a crackdown to end an 11-day protest against COVID-19 measures, adding trucks and protesters' numbers had fallen significantly. The protest, which is Gridlock Ottawa, has been largely peaceful, but hair-splitting horn blaring by protesters saw a court on Monday grant an interim injunction preventing people from sounding horns in the city's downtown. And on to the sports scene, the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) yesterday announced the reconstitution of Super Eagles technical crew, with Augustine Eguavon staying as interim technical advisor and former national team star Emmanuel Amuneke drafted in as immediate assistant to Eguavon. The federation has still jettisoned the idea of hiring Ose Posiro as Super Eagles technical advisor, saying recent events have compelled them to stick with Eguavon for now. And finally, after 24-month hiatus, the prestigious GTCO Lagos International Polo Tournament returned today with 30 teams vying for honors in 4 major cup titles. Speaking on preparations for the return of West Africa's most prestigious competition, yesterday Lagos Polo Club President Ayo Olashoju promised participants and fans of a never-to-be-forgotten experience. He expressed delight at the return of the month-long tournament, which was preceded by qualifiers in late January, saying, "In recent years, Lagos Polo Club is evolving. We keep showing how polo should be played in the 21st century, not only in Nigeria, but globally." And now that's all we can take on News Update today. Do ensure to follow all our social media platforms on Jointoon, Pangram, Instagram and Facebook respectively to stay connected and up to date with our news and other programs from our subsequent program bulletins. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website on www.africunia.tv. Once again, I'm Deborah Ezeh. Bye for now.